So thank you, Giulia, and please, thanks.
Hello to everybody. I'm Giulia. I want to explain in a few words where we are. We are in Ofena, in province of L'Aquila, in a particular area that's called Oven of Abruzzo. But is a particular oven because we stay under the last glacier of Apennine Mountains. So it's like a fridge with the oven annex. We have many temperature degrees between night and day. So these characteristics is very, very important for our vineyards. And we are the first company in Abruzzo to make Pecorino. So at the beginning, we made many misadventures. Abbiamo provato, come si dice?
They tried to.
Yes, malolactic fermentation, later harvest, we put the wine in the oak, but with any success, because we understood that Pecorino is a semi-aromatic grape. So in a contact with oxygen, the aroma disappeared. So the best way to make Pecorino is only in still. And but today we speak about Super Giulia. Super Giulia not because I have a superpower, but because it's a double selection from our Pecorino Giulia. Double selection, why? Because we choose the best vineyards of Pecorino Giulia. And in these vineyards, we choose the best grapes. So Super Giulia is a double selection. The best of vineyards and the best of grapes. And now I leave the word to Giuseppe Baldassarre that explain the wine and other things.
Hello.
Thank you, Giulia.
To everybody. It's really a pleasure to join you in this tasting of Pecorino wine. I have been a few years ago a couple of ones in this winery, and the place is very, very special. It's an hidden place in Abruzzo. Abruzzo is rich of mountains, and the place is a discovery that you should make. And in this place, Pecorino expresses the best, in my opinion. And this particular label is a Pecorino that comes from an old vineyard. I think it has about 50 years, and the production is very limited. So low yields, but concentration in grapes. And it is a place under the mountains where there are ample variation in temperature between the day and night time. So this helps accumulation of acids and aromatic substances in the grapes. The grapes are fermented in steel tanks, no oak, as was told before, and aging on fine lees for 12 months. So aging in bottle. Let's go to the wine. You can see a splendid, bright straw yellow with golden reflections. Very nice aspect, a very nice color. And a nose that is delicate and at the same time complex, rich. You perceive fruit, ripe fruit as peach, apricot, but also citrus fruit, especially cider and grapefruit. And after you you feel tropical fruit, pineapple especially. And then yellow flowers. I feel broom especially, and also acacia with a hint of honey. And then you also perceive the semi-aromatic nature of this grape with these aromatic herbs, especially thyme, and also a bit of mint and anise. And the special place where the vineyard is planted gives a touch of minerality that seems a cracked stone. In the mouth, the wine is rich, is deep. I feel something like a caress, is caressing, and give you the impression of a citrus jelly, and is full-bodied wine, but very well balanced, because it has a sharp acidity that is very well integrated in the wine. And in the finish, you perceive this refreshing minerality again, and also citrus acidity. And the wine is long, persistent, lingering, very, very nice in the finish. So you feel a wine that expresses the strong personality of this grape. This is a grape that can compete with the best Chardonnay, being completely different. And you find it only in a little bit of the central Italy, between Marche and Abruzzo. And in this special place, you find an expression of an important wine. This is a vintage 2017. In this moment, the wine is perfect, but it demonstrates a capacity of evolving for years, because the acidity is perfect. It's absolutely sharp. It is a wine that you can pair with many foods. Especially, I say this can be interpreted as a red dressed in white, in the sense you can drink it also with the white meat or semi-aged cheese, like pecorino. You can pair pecorino with pecorino. It can be a splendid marriage, but also with Emmental or with Brie Camembert, but also with shellfish. I tried it with risotto with mushrooms, porcini risotto. It's a splendid plate. Or you can also try it with the paella or couscous or barese tiella. We make it with potatoes, rice, and mussels. So a wine that has a strong personality and needs a food that is something of important. To me, it is a discovery, because we have in Italy many grapes that are semi-unknown. This grape risked to disappear because of the production that is not, the yield are not high. And so I am particularly happy that this grape has been saved and tried in his expressions. This is one of the expressions of Pecorino that demonstrate that it can be an excellent white wine. You have questions or remarks?
First of all, compliments, because it was very interesting, the presentation of the wine. And I think people are still thinking at what you said. And so in the meantime, maybe some question will come up.
Yes. Maybe Erika has some question, because I can see her with a raised hand. But just a second, that I think that Sergio can unmute you.
Okay.
Perfect, we can hear you.
My question is, how long does it can age? And the second question is, how will it change in the years? What have we to expect?
Thank you. Very interesting question. I think this wine is near the best of his expression, and so I'm pleased to drink it now. But if you have some bottles and you have a good place to get the bottles, wait 1, 2, 3, 4, or also 5 years, and you will find this wine very, very interesting, because I suppose that this is a wine that can evolve for many years. I didn't participate in tasting of different vintages, but I guess that it can evolve in a positive way for years. I expect that the notes of honey will increase. The wine will be more smooth and velvety with time. And the sapidity, the mineral notes, prevail on freshness with time, but in a balance that is, I expect to be very, very nice.